Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I have a review of the new limited time crispy chicken sandwich taco at Taco Bell. And I usually get a Baja Blast, but I decided to get a Pepsi Zero Sugar. I've never had it before, so I thought I would try it out. So here's a closer look at the packaging. I like when they have a special packaging like this for the special product, not just the same old wrapper. And here it is unwrapped, and I'd say it looks a little better than I expected. I knew it's not going to look like the advertisement. See the fried coating. See the chipotle sauce there oozing out on one side. Got that puffy flatbread. Pretty nice coating, and already I smell a real fried chicken aroma. And I don't even remember smelling that when they had that chicken taco where the chicken was the shell. This has a much more authentic fried chicken aroma. So first I'm going to try this Pepsi Zero Sugar. I don't think that's as good as the Baja Blast Zero. I think Coke Zero is better, although I think I'd better try it in a can or a bottle. The other problem is I got to give a power finger to the Montgomery County Council with their plastic straw ban. They're phasing it in right now. You have to ask for a straw, otherwise they can't give you one. This went into effect with no real public announcement, so this is about the third time I've driven away and I can't drink the drink I've gotten, and then I have to use one of my own supply of straws at home. It's just ridiculous. So the aroma, as I said, it's a pretty nice fried chicken coating aroma. Not much aroma from this flatbread, puffy, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I like the bread a lot. It reminds me kind of like if you somehow are able to turn a biscuit into a bread with the texture of a flatbread, a little bit puffy, but in terms of the flavor, it's a little bit slightly sweet, and the flavor similar to a biscuit. And then you have the chipotle sauce. It seems like it was perfectly matched to the coating on the fried chicken and the bread. It's like the perfect thing to combine the two together. But I want to more closely investigate the actual fried chicken here. I say the chicken is extremely tender. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's explosively juicy, but it's got a little bit of juice. It's supposed to be Mexican spices in the coating, but it reminds me a little bit of that wonderful barbecue. If you remember that spicy barbecue Hungry Man fried chicken dinner I got, it has a little bit of a barbecue sauce flavor in the coating. Bob, I'm standing in the publications office of the Manson Institute for Strategic Studies here in Huber Heights. Old Chad Chaz Manson himself would be proud of our initiative to turn future generations against the new world. You remember the NWO began its brainwashing of America's youth in the 1990s with the publication of a series of comic books depicting the demise of Superman, Batman, and Captain America. Now we are going to begin the process of unaddling the minds of America's youth with our own comic book series featuring the demise of the NWO heroes that replaced them. Issue 1 featured Captain Underpants. Now, as I speak, printing presses below are turning out thousands of copies of issue number 2, The Death of SpongeBob SquarePants. On its full-color pages, we find SpongeBob attempting to swim in the ocean off the coast of Cape Cod after a weekend bender, and Das Kapital study session with General Milley, pulled aboard the yacht SS Tom Wolfe by Nate Archibald. It looks like the NWO's favorite cleaning implement is sailing towards yet another happy ending. Alas, a vacationing Tucker Carlson has spotted our subversive sponge from shore using the free binoculars that came with his 1987 subscription to Golf magazine. Tucker's visage quickly curls into the look of bewildered concern, now familiar to so many cable news viewers. Nate Archibald carries SpongeBob ashore, but is shocked to find Tucker standing athwart the pier, yelling, "Stop!" Archibald drops SpongeBob onto the pier and backs up. Tucker says, "No cultural revolution on my watch. I'm going to unleash the Tucker-nuck." Unleash the Tucker-nuck. What follows is an incoherent blur of bow ties and boat shoes. Grabbing a shell-shocked SpongeBob by the necktie, Tucker asks, "Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?" SpongeBob struggles to respond as the giant, ghostly specter of George Plimpton rises over the horizon. "Finish him!" Plimpton commands. "Unleash the Tucker-nuck." Unleash the Tucker-nuck. Tucker squares off and generates a Hadouken fireball from the top button on his sport coat in a flash of lightning. Tucker has ended the communist revolution with 20 minutes still to go before his 4 o'clock tea time. "Mint juleps are on me, Nate," Tucker says. "Come on, I'll give you a ride to the country club." As the two Chads slam the doors of the Land Rover, Tucker says, "Rose McGowan is at the bar. I hope you don't mind being the third wheel." The end. "Bob, I'm like Jeff Bridges up here, looking down at the printing presses, humming and thrumming, the spirits of America's enemies, foreign and domestic, being broken with every crackling turn of the comic book page." That hits the spot. Hits the spot. Hits the spot. Well, when I saw how small this was initially, I was a bit demoralized. Maybe not as demoralized as I was looking at the views on my McDonald's pull-apart donut video. This was a diminutive entry, kind of like a small fighter or wrestler coming in the ring, and you say, this guy's going to get destroyed by the big guy. But it actually holds its own, I think, against the Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A has probably got the best chicken sandwich in the business, but if this thing was made to be the size of those sandwiches, I think it could very well hold its own. A bigger chicken, a bigger bread around it. Pretty much what this has is the flavors are outstanding. The chicken is, I think, the highest quality they've ever had at Taco Bell. Also, the textures are great. The bread, the very tender chicken. Of course, you can get the spicy version and that's simply adding the jalapeno slices, which are wonderful at Taco Bell. They make anything better. But for the purposes of this review, I didn't want to knock out the flavors of the chicken with this hot pepper, so the flavors here are good enough that you really don't need any more spice. So really, size is the only criticism I can come up with here. And the other little problem is that it is kind of pricey for the size. I got 2 of these and it was $5.49, so it's something like $2.50 per sandwich taco. I think it could be a little cheaper for this size. I know that chicken prices are going up and it's a national emergency and all that. And then you have a $2.29 large Pepsi Zero. Diablo sauce is free. That gets you up to $7.78. And then the criminal Montgomery County Council coming in with their ski mask on. 47 cents they take in tax for themselves, going right into their Scrooge McDuck vault under the county council building, with that other $6.9 million that they can't account for, and somehow the FBI is not concerned about that. I would definitely recommend going to Taco Bell for this. I think you'll probably agree that this is a 5-star product from Taco Bell. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.